Hey guys, it's Zeus from X Team Rescue Force here, and I'll be bringing you guys the very first video on this channel. I'm going to be showing the main deck that I play for tournaments and stuff. It is my Gravekeeper deck. I think it's an all-around amazing deck. It has good typing against some other decks, so I like it. So now why don't we go ahead and get started with the video. You got your 3 Gravekeeper Spy, because you flip them up and you special summon another Gravekeeper with 1500 less defense from your deck, which is really good because pretty much you could just summon whatever you want. One of the things I like going into after Spy is Descendant, which you tribute another Gravekeeper monster and then destroy one card on your opponent's side of the field, which is good if you're trying to get rid of big monsters that you just can't quite get over with just attacking. So Descendant's really good for that. Next card is Gravekeeper's Recruiter. Another card that you could destroy with Descendant and then get a good effect. Recruiter basically is when he's destroyed. When he's sent to the graveyard. Period. You search out a Gravekeeper monster from your deck, which is good because you could just drop him with Descendant and destroy their monster and then search out. So that's good. There's another card that I like using with Recruiter in here. I'll show you that one later. Next card is Triple Gravekeeper's Commandment, which is just too important to the deck. It searches out your Necro Valley, which pretty much without Necro Valley, the deck would just be useless. It really couldn't do much. So, he's just too important. It makes his deck so much faster, so much better. One Gravekeeper's Assailant. It's good for getting around monsters that have low attack and high defense. Basically, you attack into their big defensive monster and it'll get swapped to attack mode. So, or the other way around. So, it's a great card. I like playing 2 Effect Veilers, because, it's Effect Veiler, and sometimes you'll, one of my friends likes to run Lightsworn, so he'll drop JD, and I'll just be like, nope, Effect Veiler, not happening. So, Effect Veiler is just a great card. It protects you from so many things, like BLS, JD, a lot of other things, so Effect Veiler is great. This is for the January 2014 ban list. So I'm playing one Magician of Faith. It's really good. It gets back all your spell cards, so it gets back whatever you need. I usually use it to get back things like Necro Valley or like Dark Hole or something. Just depends on the situation. Magician of Faith is just such a good card in general. I'm glad she's back actually. Stardust Dragon, Malefic Stardust Dragon, because you just banish your Stardust Dragon from your extra deck and you special summon him, and he's 2500, so that's already good. Good beater. He also protects your field spells, so he keeps Necro Valley from being destroyed, which is just so amazing. So, he's just a great card to have in there. For the spell cards, I'm playing Triple Necro Valley. Without Necro Valley, the deck would just be awful. You need your Necro Valley in there. It gives all your Gravekeepers a big attack and defense boost. Also, it keeps players from targeting any cards in the grave, and yeah, it also says cards in either player's graveyard can't be banished, so that's just like a little extra right there that just makes it such a good card. So yeah, Triple Necro Valley. Double Gravekeeper Stell. It's a way to get your Gravekeepers back into your hand after you've used them, so a great card, I guess. It's also unaffected by Necro Valley, so if you have Necro Valley in the field and you activate that, it really won't matter. You'll still get your monsters back. One Royal Tribute. Basically, it says that if you have Necro Valley in the field, both players send all monsters in their hand to the graveyard, which is such an amazing card, because you usually won't have that many monsters in your hand. So, and then sometimes, the other day I went first. I opened up one monster, bunch of spells and traps, and Royal Tribute. I opened up 2 monsters, Gravekeeper Spy and Gravekeeper's Commandment. I used Commandment to search out Necro Valley, activated my Necro Valley, set a monster, set a bunch of spells and traps, activated Royal Tribute. My opponent actually opened up 5 monsters in their hand, so they had no hand going into their first turn. So that was just such an amazing opening, and Royal Tribute is just such an amazing card. The next one is a little strange, the next 2 cards. I'm playing Triple Wonder Wand. If you don't know what it does, you can only equip it to a spellcaster monster. That monster gains 500 attack. If you control the equipped monster and this card, you can send them both to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. Basically, it's sort of like a Pot of Greed. One thing I like to combo with that card is Gravekeeper's Recruiter. I'll equip them with Wonder Wand, and then I'll send them both to the grave, draw 2 cards, and then I'll get Recruiter's effect, allowing me to search out a Gravekeeper monster. So basically, it builds up hand presence. Not only will you draw 2 cards, but you'll get to search out another one with Recruiter's effect, so that's also good. Next 3 cards. The rest of the spells are all staples. You got your triple MST since we have no Heavy Storm, and we need to get rid of that back row. 1 Dark Hole and 1 Book of Moon. Those are pretty much staples going to pretty much any deck, so no need to explain those. Going into the traps, we have 1 Rite of Spirit. It's pretty much a monster reborn, and it's unaffected by Necro Valley, so it's a pretty good card. And then it's a trap card, so you know it's a trap monster reborn, I guess you could say. Next 2 cards, Magician's Circle. Basically, when a spellcaster monster you control declares an attack, each player special summons 1 spellcaster monster with 2,000 or less defense, with 2,000 or less attack from their deck in face-up attack mode. This card is just so good. Not only does it make your field bigger, but it's gotten me out of some pretty bad situations. There's this one time that I desperately needed Catastor. Yeah, I needed Catastor, so what I did was I attacked with one of my Gravekeepers, summoned Effect Veiler from my deck, and then went into Catastor, and my opponent was just like stuck. They really didn't have anything to pop Catastor with, so they kind of had to. The only thing they could do was attack into it, which was a bad choice. So that pretty much saved me at that point. So Magician's Circle is such a good card. I like it. The rest of the traps are pretty much staples. We got 2 Mirror Force, 2 Deep Prison, a Compulse, a Torrential Tribute, and a Bottomless Trap Bolt. You know, it's a pretty good deck. It's solid. It's really good. It's got type advantage over a bunch of the other decks, and it's actually getting a lot of new supports pretty soon. And I believe Legacy of the Valiant. So the deck's actually going to get even better. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.